Okay, so here is the new motion controller for the DJI FPV drone. It's really intuitive and self-explanatory. It has a button that's labeled lock. That button starts the propellers and lets it launch and land. Not sure why it's labeled lock. There's a button labeled M. I guess M means mode, and it switches between sport mode, which is fast, and normal mode, which is still fast but has obstacle detection. There's a giant button, and that helps you brake and return to home. The tilt switch on it allows you to change the camera angle before you take off, and a record button, which is a little too easy to press when you're in the air, and then an on and off switch. And it's really straightforward. When you're flying, you see a little circle on the screen, and all you have to do is point the circle where you want to go and squeeze the trigger. So you can only fly forward with this. You can't fly sideways or backwards, so it's kind of like flying an airplane or a jet or something. But I think it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's exciting, it's fast, it's easy. I don't know. It's like when I first did it, it was really cold, and I sat in the front seat of my car, and it was kind of like a cockpit seat. And I don't know, I don't think you can have as much stress-free fun with a drone as this, especially if you're a beginner. Gimbal auto check. Oh yes, I didn't take my gimbal cover off. You get used to doing your own FPV and you forget that you have to take this off. I wonder if I can show you what I see in the goggles here. A little bit of reflection, but as you can see in the goggles, the little green moves around the circle, and when you're in the air, you get a circle where you're gonna fly. So all it requires is moving this around, and you can tell what's going on in the drone. So if I start the props, okay, so now I have to put the goggles on so I can fly. Okay, so we have all of our satellites acquired. So now there's a circle on the screen. Just a matter of point it and go. So just being simple here, no problem, flying around. So squeeze the trigger harder, and we're up to 12 meters per second.
And that's it, folks. I mean, this is the easiest thing I've ever flown. You know, we can get down low. The picture is incredible. So that gave me a little obstacle detection there. I'm not sure if you'll see in the video. It really bumped it. Sometimes DJI's obstacle detection gets dinged by light. But I'm keeping it all on right now to see what it's like. Going out over this construction site. I'm 330 meters away. Got absolutely no problem whatsoever with the signal. Okay, so this is if I just let go of the trigger, it stops. I can't change the gimbal angle unless I'm on the ground. So I wonder if I can do that. I'm going to come back in sport mode. So much faster, 27 meters per second. Just pretty constant 27 meters per second. I'm out 400 meters away. I'm only 80 meters up in the air. So you can see as I release the trigger, it slows down pretty drastically. This is pretty fun. Yeah, like, I mean, I know I'm not the best talker on camera, but wow, this is so incredibly easy. You can always see where your home point is. Puts a giant H on your home point. So I switch back into normal mode to slow down. For some reason I'm getting a little bit of a bad signal for the first time just heading back towards my home point. Alright, so now with the obstacle avoidance enabled, I'm going to try and do some simple proximity things. Okay, so let's come down, go near some of this stuff. No problem flying along the ground. If I wanted to go check out what this is. See, I guess it's weird for me not to be able to just plain descend or go backwards or go sideways. So it's not like flying a drone. This is more like walking around in a video game. It kind of feels like how I used to like to play Descent, if you remember that game. I'm dating myself with that. So yeah, it really breaks as you're going through things. Like even this, I'm squeezing full trigger and it keeps slowing down. So in normal mode, it very easy to fly, very comfortable. Doesn't feel like it's gonna let you crash very easily. Like I think you can crash, as you'll see later. When my dad was flying it, he hit some tree branches. But it's a cool moment in the video. So I wonder if I could learn how to fly it smoothly. I don't think so. Okay, well, I'm going to try the tilt adjust and see if that can get me up any faster. I can hear people. I have no idea where they are. It's always trippy. Follow some birds. And that, folks, is the motion controller for the DJI FPV combo. Up next, I'm going to show you how my dad did. I'm not sure what else. My nephew also gave it a try, and he most of the flight footage was lost.
You guys have both had absolutely zero instruction. You don't even know what's coming up. You don't know what it looks like. And you've never attempted, even.
No, I've not flown a drone at all. I have worn the virtual glasses one time.
Yeah.
When you flew it over our house, but
yeah. And you have basically no video game experience as well. You're on the other side of the video game era.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You were already out of university when video games existed.
I graduated from university just 1970.
But who wants to go first?
Not the whole thing lifted out?
There you go. You can take each individual piece out.
Okay.
So we've got our goggles. The only instruction I want to give you now is don't point the lenses towards the sun. They'll burn holes in the thing.
And
so
where are the
there's
lenses?
Lenses this way. Yeah.
Okay.
So just don't point them towards the sun.
Okay.
Okay. So that has a battery pack which goes in your pocket. So if you're gonna fly first, you turn the goggles on. There's an on-off switch there. Okay, put it in your pocket. Okay, so
Put it on?
you can put them over your glasses, and you'll need your glasses.
They fog up with the mask.
Those have fans in them. You can also, for this, we're outside. Pull the mask down over your nose. You know what I mean? We'll just back up a bit, just so it doesn't fog up. And here is what we're going to use to fly it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so
Okay.
what are the buttons on the back?
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you're going to see in your goggles when it's all on is you'll see what the drone sees, and there's going to be a white circle in the middle of the screen. And the white circle, you can move around with that thing.
By just moving my hand?
Yeah. Now, it's really intuitive, like you do this to make it go up, and you go this to make it go down, and you just turn your hand to make it turn. And if you want to turn lots, tilt your hand. Okay, you know what I mean? If you want to rotate lots. It's really intuitive as soon as you do it. And wherever you want to fly, You put the white circle, squeeze the trigger. The harder you squeeze the trigger, faster you'll go there.
Okay.
So it has obstacle detection. You'll see yellow and then red as you get close to something, and it slows you down. Okay? It will let you hit it if you keep flying towards whatever you're...
Yeah. But if I want to move away, obviously I turn it.
or you want to move quickly, you tilt. Yeah.
Backwards?
Can't go backwards.
All right.
This is flies more like an airplane with this controller.
Okay.
The emergency brake is the big giant button.
This one.
Yeah, you hit that and it stops on a dime and just sits there
That hovers?
and hovers and won't let you go anywhere or anything like that.
Okay.
You have a finger over it?
You can have your finger over it the whole time if you want. This has automatic return to home feature and everything.
And how does that kick in?
If you hold the brake button. Yeah. If you just let go of the trigger, it'll stop.
Just in midair.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So should I put the goggles on first?
Yep.
Okay, so I can see that white dot.
Yeah. So just move it around the screen. You can see.
So double tap and then...
Double tap. Don't use the trigger at all. A little quicker. There you go. Hold the red button. Okay, let go. Now just practice tilting.
Is it moving?
It's just turning. Then you can look up. And you can look down.
So am I
Okay.
just moving the camera?
It's just moving the
it's moving
camera.
the camera.
Okay.
So now point the white circle where you want to go and squeeze the trigger a little bit.
Okay, this is really weird because I'm moving towards that water tower,
You are.
but I'm not looking at it.
Okay. What do you mean you're not looking at it?
Well, it's heading that direction, isn't it?
Yes.
But I'm looking this direction. I mean, my body is facing
Your
this
body
direction.
doesn't mean anything.
Well, I know, but that's kind of hard. So I should...
No. You just have to virtually put yourself into that thing, no
Okay.
matter where your body is facing.
Okay.
Okay? First person view, that's what FPV stands for.
Yep.
So turn, come back. Pretty intuitive. So remember, if you want to turn more, you lean the remote. So go do one of those epic. Why don't you come under the thing over on this side again?
Over here?
Yeah, you see the goalposts?
Yeah. Now how...
See, if you squeeze the trigger less, it doesn't go as fast.
Yeah. And then... How high off the ground am I?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh. Wow.
Did I go through the tree?
You did? Yeah, you're okay.
I saw some branches fly.
Okay, try not to hit the tree, but that's pretty cool. It didn't break.
Well, I am a newbie.
Yeah.
You went through.
All right. That's pretty badass.
Not bad.
So why don't you just go up really high for a thing, just straight up, just so you can see what it looks like from way up high. And then we'll give Elliot a chance. Even higher.
No, I don't want to go higher.
Oh.
In the VR game where you're like on a plank on the top of a building, Grandpa couldn't walk on it.
Oh, I know. And I like I'm feeling my legs are really, whoa.
Kind of shaky. All right,
Yeah.
we'll bring it in. Bring it in slow towards us.
Okay.
And get right down looking at us, like close to the ground, and make sure you don't hit us. Right in close to the ground. Like looking
Like
straight.
I don't know how far, like how high I am. I'm above our...
Yeah,
our heights.
you're
Oh, yeah.
you're what,
pretty-
6-7 meters up still.
Yeah.
So down. Okay, so you're close enough to the ground now that you can perform an auto land.
Oh yeah.
So you just find that red button again and hold it.
I'll hold it.
Yeah. Oh. There you go.
Awesome.
Yeah, so what do you think? There's no other
Yeah, there was
easier way to do it.
There's no risk at all.
That's true.
Like
And-
a real drone. Oh,
It just took me a while to get used to it, but I was still nervous,
Yeah.
concerned that I might just get out of control, and
Yeah.
so it's partly managing the the video eyepiece
Yeah.
and knowing where it is, and just a lot of things for me to keep track of.
Yeah. And what do you think?
that was just awesome. I really like looking at tiny houses from above. That was just really cool.
Yeah.
So this whole kit is like, I don't know, $1,700. It's pretty expensive, but the goggles you can use with other drones.
Yeah.
This remote's extra money, so it's probably $2,000 when you put this kit together, because it comes with a more typical drone remote. So it still flies the same, like it still has the same sort of features, but then you can fly it backwards and sideways, the way you can with a proper
Yeah.
drone remote. It's got a pretty cool camera on it, like that. You'll see the footage. It's it's super high quality footage. So yeah, I don't know. I think that I think they really did a good job making it like the easiest thing in the world.
I had fun with it, but I was cautious.
I think this is the most fun way that you can. I would absolutely have this, because this is how you can get other people involved. This is how, if you were out, you wanted to fly, but you had your friends who aren't really good at flying, you bring this out. It's like having that extra set of goggles for them to go for a ride along, except now they can actually do it. Honestly, anybody in the world can fly this drone with this. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.